I'm gonna wait for at least like 7:50 and then I'll start. What happened? I'll explain. What's this song at? Hold on. Okay. Okay, so basically, tell me if the music's too loud first and I'll turn it down. Is this too loud? Okay, good. Alright, so basically today, there was a video from a screenshot back, I think in January, maybe December. And I was doing the Instagram stories thing, and sorry, I'm out of breath. And basically, I feel like this is too loud. Hold on. Okay. And basically, it was a thing. And somebody said, would you date black girls? And I worded this completely wrong. But basically, I just said, no, it's not my type. But that's not what I meant at all. I promise you it wasn't. Like, it was, what I meant was, since I was dating Piper at the time, that it wasn't my type because I was with Piper. And I immediately, like, went live and explained what I meant and everything, and I cleared it up and everything. But that was before I blew up, so I am being held accountable now, and I agree that I do need to be, because it's not okay. And people were asking what that has to do with Piper, and I think for me, for both of us, we were both the jealous people, you know. Any comment we got would be like, mine, mine, mine. And so I think that I was just being protective, and I just worded it completely wrong. I'm out of breath. But like I said, basically, I went live right after I did it and cleared it up because I knew I worded it incorrectly. And if you know me, you know that I do not care about the color of your skin. I don't care where you're from. I don't care what culture you are. I just love you for you. Also, I didn't want to pull the I have black friends or I've dated black people before card, but I feel like I need to now because I'm pausing this. Hold on, I'm out of breath. Why am I out of breath? I think it's because I'm laying down. Anyways, basically, I think I need to pull that card because somebody mentioned that since it happened, I've only dated white girls. That was a year ago. I was dating Piper at the time, and after I dated Piper, I started talking to Anna, and me and Anna talked for 6 or 7 months. And so I've only had 2 relationships in the past year and a half. But like I said, I don't want to pull that card, but I felt like I needed to prove. Like I said, I dated my guy best friend who happened to be black in middle school. And then I dated my first girlfriend. She was black, and I dated her for a year and like 3 months. But anybody that knows me knows that I would never judge somebody based on the color of their skin. I'm the type of person that falls in love with a soul rather than a personality. I mean, rather than skin color, soul and personality rather than skin color. I cannot breathe. Hold on, give me a second. But basically, I just want to say that I'm so very sorry for anybody that I offended, made you feel uncomfortable, hurt. I really am truly sorry. I know I messed up, and I don't want people to think that everything I've done for the Black Lives Matter is just creating a positive image of myself, because it's not. I have been wanting social equality and racial equality for so long. But basically, all I have to say is that if I offended you or hurt you, especially to the Black community, I just want to say that I'm so very sorry. And if you're a white person, you're not allowed to forgive me. It wasn't the N-word. I just said something that I worded wrong. But if you know me personally or follow me on any of my social medias, you know how much I advocate for the Black Lives Matter movement. And what's happening right now in Louisville is really upsetting me because, you know, I don't know, I just don't want people to think that I'm trying to create a positive image for myself, you know. But once again, to the Black community, I want to apologize for wording, for even saying it like that, even though it was not intended to be that way. For those of you that have just joined, basically, I worded something and I said that Black people weren't my type, which is incorrect. Like I said, I don't care about the color of your skin. I care about what's on the inside. But like I said, if you're a white person, you don't get to accept this. And I didn't say the N-word. I don't say that. I know that the derogatory and the history behind it. But I'm not asking for y'all to forgive me, because I know that I did make people uncomfortable and disappoint people. I know I did. But basically, I just want to say that I'm sorry again, and I don't really know how to make it better. I've obviously grown from that and educated myself a lot farther on, you know, the history of the civil rights movement. And yeah. But I just want to make this clear again. I did not mean anything negative by that post. Nothing negative at all. It was just worded in a very, very, very bad way. And I apologize for it right after it happened, but it's being brought up now. And, you know, it's fine. I still need to be held accountable, but I don't want people to think that I'm racist or discriminatory against skin color, because I'm not. Like I said, if you're not a person of color, you have no right to accept this apology. I didn't say the N-word. What did I mean by the comment? So I was dating Piper at the time, and somebody said that, and like I mentioned earlier, me and her are both like the very jealous type of people. We were extremely jealous in that relationship. Like, if somebody commented hard eyes under my thing, she would be like, mine, mine, mine. And basically what I meant by saying that was no at the time, because I was dating Piper. That's what I meant. I didn't mean it like black people aren't my type. Because like I said, I fall in love with souls and personalities, not the color of your skin. So I didn't say the N-word. So please don't try and spread that around, because I didn't. The only reason I pulled the I dated a black person card was because people were coming at me for dating 2 white girls. And like recently. But I've only had 2 relationships in the past year and a half. And I started dating Anna like because, well, we didn't date, but we talked. But hold on, I can't breathe. Like, I knew Anna when, like, me and Anna were friends whenever me and Piper were still dating, but it wasn't like that. You know, we were just friends. And then, you know, like, me and Anna happened, whatever. But I explained the reason why I used that card because people were getting pissed off about how I've only dated white girls. But I haven't. But I didn't say the N-word. For the new people, I don't know who's trying to say that. But what time is it? Because I have to be up really early. Basically, I'm just going to apologize again. For those that might have just joined. To anyone that I've offended, hurt, you know, made feel uncomfortable, disappointed. I really, truly am sorry for making you feel that way. It wasn't my intentions at all. But you made a mistake and aren't taking responsibility. I've been taking responsibility the entire day. I literally said at the beginning of the live that I need to be held accountable. And I was held accountable a year ago when it happened. And a year ago when I apologized. Because I apologized right after I did it a year ago. It's from last year. For the white people, it isn't for you to forgive me. I didn't say the N-word. I turned the comments off because my words were getting twisted and people were coming up with their own stories. I didn't say the N-word. My excuse wasn't dating people of color. And I'm not making up excuses, I'm actually explaining the entire story and truth. The only reason I pulled that card is because somebody mentioned that I've only dated white girls, which isn't true. The only reason I pulled the I have dated black people card is because people were attacking me, because during my social media time, I've had 2 relationships and they've both been white girls. Nobody knows my past. That's why I pulled it. And like I said, I know it came off in a very, 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 very bad way. I know. But that's why I immediately went live after and explained it. And I wasn't super big on social media at that time, so I know why it's coming up, because not everybody has seen the apology. And I really don't have a type. I fall in love with souls. I don't fall in love with the outside. I fall in love with souls and personalities. If I vibe with you, I vibe with you. Oh, and somebody was talking about the face I made. I was at my friend's house and I was sitting on the couch and we were watching a scary movie. And I bet I can scroll up to my archive stories from that time and pull up pictures of where I made the same face for every single picture. And it wasn't I wasn't trying to look disgusted, because I wasn't. I was simply just watching a movie. And that's not an excuse either. And if you don't follow me on my Instagram, my Twitter, my Snapchat, there I post donation links, website links, and other stuff for the Black Lives Matter movement, as well as other social issues around the world. A lot of stuff has been going on around the world that I'm still not sure about. That's why I haven't posted much about global issues, because I'm still trying to learn about that. And no, I'm not friends with Lundy. I cut her off July 4th. And no, I didn't say the N-word. I don't know why people are trying to say that. This is what I mean by people twist everything. Why did I cut her off? Because she's racist. I don't hang out with racist people. I didn't know that she said the N-word and stuff like that. until she got exposed. I did not know that. But whenever she did, I unfollowed her on everything. I blocked her number. Because she got exposed when I was in Florida. And I was hanging out with her the day before, but I had no clue that she was like that. But basically, what I'm going to say to anybody I offended, especially the Black community, I'm sorry that it came off the wrong way. I take full accountability for that. I'm owning up to my mistakes. But my intentions were not as it seemed. I think I've explained it so many times. But if you're not a person of color, you don't get to forgive me because it's not your issue. But for those that this does apply to, I completely understand if you don't want to forgive me. Like, I get it. But just know that I'm advocating for you, not against you. And I've obviously have educated myself even more, even though, because I don't really know how to explain this. Just make a video explaining things. I probably will when I get back from LA because I'm very shadow banned right now, and I also have to post certain content for the next 2 days that has to refer to what I'm doing in LA, so I won't be able to post that until I get back, but I can post one on my spam account until I do get back. And I also wasn't crying for remorse. I just get, I don't know, not nervous. I think I don't know. It's upsetting because I'm not like this. I'm not a racist person. And people are trying to make me out to seem like somebody that I'm not. Overwhelmed. Oh yeah, and I'm a Pisces. But if anybody has any questions, then I'll go ahead and answer them. But I think I've explained everything regarding this situation. Can I explain really quickly? Super quickly. Basically, a year ago, I was answering Instagram story questions, and I was dating Piper at the time. And one of the things was, would you date a Black girl? And I worded it completely wrong, but basically I said they're not my type. But what I was referring to was that I had a girlfriend at the time. So, no. But, that's basically what happened. And, I hold myself accountable for that. And, I apologize for it after I posted it, which was a year ago. And, but the thing about me is I don't have a type. Like, I fall in love with souls and personalities. And like I said, I'm not trying to pull the I've dated black people before card, but when I was getting attacked because I've only dated white girls since I've been on social media, I had to pull that out. Because people don't know my past before I was on social media. But how am I making it worse? I'm explaining it again. How's my explanation make no sense? Explain the exact same thing probably 25 times now. I know I didn't have to put it that way. And that's why I apologize for it when it happened. Yeah, me dating Piper was not an excuse. It's literally part of the explanation. Oh, for the photo shoot. So, if you follow me on Instagram, you know that I have a post from one of the first protests I went to. I live in Louisville, which is where Breonna Taylor was murdered. So, it's kind of a big deal here. Hold on. And there was a photographer taking pictures of everybody in the front lines because we were all walking away from the justice. And so he had recognized me from social media because he was probably like 20, 21 maybe, so he was kind of near my age. And he recognized me from TikTok, and he was like, hey, what's your Instagram? I'd really love to send you these. And so he sent them to me, and I wasn't trying to make it an aesthetic at all because that's not what it is. I was mainly posting it to show my support for the movement and the protest, but I don't know. But like I said, if you're white, then you don't get to forgive me for this because it doesn't have to do with you. But to my black community, I'm very, very, so very sorry for miswording that and making that mistake. Like I said, I've held myself accountable when it happened, and I'm doing it now. But yeah, like I said, you don't have to forgive me. I completely get it, but just know that I am advocating for you. You know, I'm fighting for you. When I get back from LA, I hope to be able to go to some protest if they're not too bad here, because they're pretty bad here. But just know that I have definitely educated myself on this issue since March 13th when this happened. But yeah, nothing I said was an excuse. It was the full truth, because I wouldn't lie about something like this because it is a serious issue. Also, I'm not trying to do this to like clear my image of anything. I just don't want people to get the wrong idea about me, because I'm not the person that people are saying I am. So, yeah. Also, I see comments that are saying that I said the N-word, which is completely false. So, no, disregard that. And I know the wording was wrong. That's why I deleted it and went live and apologized for it then, and now I'm doing it now. But basically, one more time, I'm sincerely hold on. I sincerely apologize for disappointing anyone or anything. And I'm crying because I'm frustrated because some people are invalidating my story or telling it that it's false when, you know, I know what happened since I did. But I would say, yeah, I'm gonna take a break, but I have to post for LA, so yeah, I don't know, I might take a break when I come back. But I'll probably be posting some petition links for the Breonna Taylor case on my Instagram story later, so if you want to check that out, then you can. But I'm gonna get off. Why you can't say that it's okay, just me. But I'm gonna get off and go to bed because I have to get up at 5 a.m. But once again, I'm really sorry. And I hope that, you know, the Black community can forgive me for my mistake and realize that it wasn't my intentions at all to come off as racist. But I love you guys so much, and I'll see if I can make a video apologizing when I come back from LA, since, like I said, I have to post certain content while I'm there. For now, I might make one on my spam, but I'm kind of a wreck, so I don't think I want to do that right now. But thank you guys so much for your support, and I hope you guys realize that I just want love and equality in the world. But I hope you guys have a great night. Get some rest.